going to put the depth on up of that. I'm just going to create a new color material thingy, red for a bit darker. Okay, drag it onto the text. I'm just going to run the list. As you can see, it's really nice. Actually, next, right, so I'm going to talk about upcoming tutorials. Right, I'm just going to set the render settings. Right, so upcoming tutorials, right, so I'm going to do a scope transition tutorial. I'm also going to do a 3D motion tracking tutorial. So that's when you see, I think that does it in Optic Predators. I think just what everyone's seen that in the CoD community. And if you haven't watched it, it's a really good montage by Optic Predator. Or Optic Predator, whatever, if you want to be specific. So yeah, so what it is, it's like 3D text on like a building or wherever you want to put it. And as you've seen, the camera move around in the cinematic. The text like is perfect and rotates with it. Yeah, so I'm going to do a tutorial on that. Alright, so I'm just going to open After Effects up. I'm using CS5. This should work for all the others. I don't see why not, unless they haven't got the effect I use, but I'm really manner. So I'm just going to open After Effects CS5. For some reason mine takes ages to load, and I don't know why, but I've accidentally clicked on Photoshop. Yeah, so I'm just going to save this so you can download it all. Yeah, I've accidentally clicked on Photoshop, so this is going to take the piss now. Right, yeah, I'm sort of talking, I have nothing to say now. Just gonna wait for After Effects over, and I don't know what that is down the bottom, it's a task manager. Just gonna close Photoshop. I opened it by accident because I have ninja skills at cooking. So After Effects is taking the time to load. Right, so now it's loaded. It's going to import our image, so our thing with the 3D text on it. If this load, why is it not loaded? Right, so it's going to go project. I'm going to go composition, new composition. Say about 10 seconds with a frame rate 59.94. That's just the default CoD frame rate, so yeah. Yeah, it's just going to import our clip just by double clicking in that box. It's going to import our thing with 6 designs in it. Going to drag it into the timeline, and I'm just going to crop that bit of the bottom out. Just going to keep this in proportion. So I'll make it like a little bit taller, so we can get the width up a bit. So just keep all the proportions in, and then so it's going to drag a color correction onto it. This is my color correction. Yeah, I like a little bit dodgy. I'm going to have to change the color code on that. No, right, and I'm just going to change the color codes on the first one. I'm just going to put it on adjustment there. How do you put it on adjustment there? Trust me. So just put it on adjustment there. I'm just going to change the color code with it. Right, that looks a little bit dodgy. So changing the color codes is it actually works. Drag that down a bit to keep it dark, and drag it up a bit. So yeah, that looks nice, I'd say. Yeah, in the description there'll be a download link to this After Effects project file so you can use it too. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go new adjustment there, drag it underneath the color correction there. I'm just going to right click, effect, simulation, I believe we all know, yep, simulation, now, yep, simulation and CC Snow I think it's called, and now we're just going to change the speed to about 0.2, sorry, 0.3, change the amount down quite a bit, so actually it's snow, I'm just going to like, probably a bit up a bit more, and then change the fleet size up a bit. Okay, lower the opacity. Alright, so yeah, once the opacity is low, you see it's like looks like proper snow. And oh shit, I didn't film that on my own. I don't know. So it's gonna on the like the text there, whatever. Gonna right click, okay, blur, sharpen down the Gaussian blur and put the blurriness to 3.4. This just makes it look like so all blended in and a bit blur to it. Right now we gonna right, so we're gonna go right click. I don't know why I've just did control N to make a new composition, don't ask. Right click, new solid. I'm making black solid. We're just gonna go on the shape tool, whatever it is, and we're gonna click the ellipse tool and then double click it. So it makes perfect ellipse, and we're just gonna change the mask from add to invert. No, subtract view, sorry, I'm just gonna put the feather up. What this is adds like a nice vignette effect to it. So it actually looks, so it doesn't like look too sharp, it actually like blends out the edges. If you have magic bullets, I'm going to show you an easier way to do this. So yeah, it looks better, I don't know, I don't really think that effect looks too nice. So I'm just going to show you a magic bullets way to do it, and it looks a lot better than magic bullet look, trust me. So I'm just going to delete the mask in a second, or delete the black solid even. And we're going to go right click, new adjustment layer. Have that on top of all of them, go effect, magic bullet looks, edit. And we're gonna go on lens, so tools, then lens, then vignette or vignette, whatever it is, I call it vignette. Right, so it's gonna change this to what we like. Let's put that, yeah, that looks a lot nicer. I'm going effect, tools, lens, and edge softness. This just has like a soft effect on the edge. I'm gonna move this down a bit. Change the center X to 0, make sure it's scaled on 0, it just looks better. And I'm just going to change it down a bit, actually I'm going to put the top to put it like a so if you do that, that looks nice. Bring it up to, yeah, I'll say about that looks nice, yeah, it's like a nice blur to the edge of it. So now, if you just press OK, there we go, it looks nice. Now we're gonna, I believe, next like animate it all. Hope so, hopefully, whatever. I don't know why I'm clicking that. Right, it's just gonna go to our layer, go right click, and then right click, new. Adjustment there, I don't know what adjustment, oh yeah, this is the blur there. Then we're gonna right click, I don't know why I've actually deleted that, I don't need it. I don't know what I'm doing it. Right, I'm gonna delete that, sorry, don't. Remember, as I said, I'm recording over the video, I'm not actually recording as I do it, so I don't actually know what I'm doing. So we're just gonna have the TUT layer selected, or whatever our image layer is. And we're gonna drop it down. And we're gonna go and transform. I'm just gonna make that a little bigger, so you can see what I'm doing fully. So we're gonna go and transform, and we're gonna keyframe the position. We're gonna go forward it, and we're gonna keyframe the position. The end of the board, that's what I'm talking to this voice. So it's gonna keyframe the position and the whatever that says. Sorry, I can't read it on the screen. Scale, yeah, scale. So it's gonna put this for about a second. I'm gonna put the scale up. And we're going to put position so the 6 is centered. So just going to move that tiny one, and you see the position and the scale should automatically keyframe. Now that you've got that, I'm going to go forward like another second, and we're going to keyframe it on or 2 seconds even, and we're going to keyframe that. Keyframe, we move forward like a second. And we're gonna move it over to the design. See, yay! And we're gonna put the scale up a little bit. I'll stop talking so it's actually annoying me as well. So yeah, putting it onto the design, just a little off-centered. Well, not off-centered, like going off a bit. So yeah. So now it's on the designs, and we're gonna go forward a couple of seconds, or even 1 second, and we're gonna keyframe both as well. So we're just gonna keyframe them both again. Oops, I say keyframe the scale twice. We're gonna go to just toward the left. part or second. And we're going to change scale to what we had before. On mine was 105 if I remember correctly. And we're going to change the position, so the default on the right it should be 360 and 640. Right, on the Y it's 360 and on the X it's 640. That just centers it all up. So now, and there we go, we're about to start. So now if we watch this through, if I watch it through now, I don't know. Yeah, so I watch it through quickly, so it's gonna move us forward. You can see the snow's falling, then we zoom in on the 6, and then we move to the designs. I can see it don't really look very nice, because it's just like an image, zooming on the image, and if we do that, all you have to do is move your head closer to it. I'll also go Photoshop, so yeah, so it's gonna add some, make it look nice and out, so we're just gonna go drop down the effects, and we're gonna, I said we're gonna drop down the effects, I said drop down the effects, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing at this time. Yeah, so finally drop down the effects, we're gonna get the Gaussian blur, and we're gonna keyframe it just before we zoom in. So if the double tap view, it just has the Gaussian blur in it, stuff like that. And we're going to go in the middle, like where we're zooming, and we're going to put the blur up to 10, from 3.4 to 10. And then we're going to, that just blurs it, makes it look like when zooming in, looks like it's focusing. Sorry, I'm just going to change that quickly. And we're just going to go just after the zoom, and we're going to put the blur back to 3.4. So yeah, it just looks like it's like zoomed in and the focus gone out and it's refocusing, so going to just before the second movement. So yeah, just before the second movement, I'm going to keyframe the 3.4 blurriness again. And we're going to go in the middle of the movement. I'm going to change the blur to 10%. And we're going to go just after the move and change it to 3.4. And then if we just go to the end, we're going to blur in the middle of the focusing at the end. So this could be, this just get a little bit tedious. You get the idea if you've done it once or twice. So there we've got the, so yeah, just going to set it up and everything. So yeah, I think I've done it now. I don't know, I won't really look at my top screen just for a second. So I haven't done it, so just going to put that to 10 in the middle, go to the end, and put it 3.4. Alright, as you can see, just with like the zoom and the blur, it's just like, it doesn't look right, if you get what I mean. The blur's everything, it looks like it's focusing, but it's like, it's just a still image, it's just boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a thing called wiggle. It looks really nice, I'd say, and this makes it look better, because that's just bores me, to be honest. So if we're just gonna drop down the image, yes, drop down already, past me. Oops, I dropped the wrong one down. So it's gonna drop that down, and we're gonna go to the transform, and we're gonna hold. Right now we see the rotation. Hold Alt ALT on your keyboard and click. Hold and Alt, click on the stopwatch on rotation. As you can see, it goes like that. That's perfectly fine, and you put like the text bar on there. And then you can put wiggle, W-I-G-G-L-E, brackets, I'll say about 1, comma, or 1, close bracket, I'll say about that. You don't have to do exactly that, but I think that looks nice. For some reason I've done -2, or 2 whatever, can't really read it on the screen, since it's in a really kind of view. I see that like rotates it a bit, but that's a bit too much, I'm just going to change that to like -1 for me. I've got 1.1 and -1 on my settings. So yeah, that has like a rotation to it, and it looks a lot better now. It doesn't really look like a boring image, and if you like, I'm really spending much time. I spent half an hour saying all that song, but it's not. Spend as much time as possible. If you want it to be best, if it takes 3 hours, if it's amazing, 3 hours is worth it. Just get it as best you can. I think it's better with me on camera, but I haven't really got my budget working, and my budget is a little dodgy. So I'm just going to save this so I can give it to you, and we're going to go composition. After I saved it, composition, add to render queue, and click. I'm just going to choose our save output, and we are just going to click Render. Okay, thanks for being Adobe Edits, and goodbye.